you. Now I'm trusting you. Now I'm trusting you will going to make sure subscribe. So now we have a big story, a sad story, house, broken house. This is a sad story. Now I'm going to give you a sad story in English story. I'm going to use English only when we are going to speak. We are going to enjoy using English and using um, in in order to give you story, love story, sad story, the broken house. This is story, it's called broken house. Is the sad story. Here's here's we have episode one. When you like it, we are ready to give you episode two, up to episode five. So now I'm going to tell you a sad story. Here's episode one of a long, deep, emotional, sad story. It is it is a movie slow, detailed, powerful, and feeling. Full feeling. If you like it, I will continue with episode two, episode three, episode two, episode four, episode five, and so on until the full story is complete. Tell me, are you ready? Tell me you are ready to understanding this wonderful story. Sad story. Now we are starting to to tell you our story. Sad story. The broken house. This is episode one. The night everything fell apart. Rain was falling hard against all the windows of the small house at the edge of town. Inside, 16 years old Amina sat on her bed, hugging her knees, listening to the top storm outside and the storm inside her home. Her parents had been fighting for a week, but that night the shooting was louder, colder, more dangerous. Amina trembled every time she heard glass breaking downstairs. Her little brother, Ellie, only 8 years old, crawled into her room with tears on these cheeks. Are they going to leave us? He whispered. Amina shook her head, even though she wasn't sure. I won't let anything happen to you, she said softly, but her voice was shaking. The last conversation. Later that night, her father pushed open her door. His eyes were red, his voice unsteady. Amina, you are the eldest. Take care of your brother. She stood up quickly. Sometimes love burns too hot, he said. And when a home starts burning, Someone has to walk out before everyone gets hurt. She grabbed his arm. She grabbed his arm. No, we can fix this. Please don't leave us. Her father blushed tear from her face, but hand, his hand was trembling. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And without another word, he walked out into the rain. Amina chased him to the door, but her mother held her back, crying. The screaming stopped. The house suddenly fell to quiet, like something vital had been leaped out. That was the moment Amina's childhood ended. Aftermath, days passed. Her father didn't return. He didn't call. Amina stopped eating. Her mother stopped talking. Ellie stopped smiling. The house that used to feel warm now felt like a grave with pictures on walls. On the walls, teacher noticed the Amina's silence. Friends noticed she avoided everyone. Her mother noticed the dark circles under her daughter's eyes but didn't have the strength to ask why. Everyone she saw, everyone saw she was breaking. Nobody knew how to save her. Amina Baden. Nobody knew how to save her. Amina's burden. One evening, Amina found a smaller box on her father's old desk. Inside was a letter addressed to her. She froze her hand as she unfolded the paper. My daughter, if you are reading this, I failed you. I failed our family. I failed our family. But I'm not gone forever. I just need a time. One day, when the storms stopped, I will come back. At the bottom of the letter, there was a sentence that pierced her heart. Until then, protect Ellie. He only has you. Amina cried silently for hours, clutching the letter to her chest. She felt the weight of the world setting on her shoulders. She wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. She didn't know how to be a strong for a child when she was falling apart herself. But she had no choice. She folded the letter, hid it deep in her drawer, and whispered, I will take care of him, even if it destroys me. Ending of this episode. That night, Amina stood at the window watching the rain. She didn't know it yet, But her father's disappearance was only the beginning of a much darker journey, a journey of secret heartbreak, betrayal, and truth that would break her even more than losing him. Episode 2, we reveal the first sign that something is terribly wrong, something bigger than a family breaking apart. If you want episode 2, just say continue. I will give you episode 2. It's a long, sad, emotional, and powerful sad story. Do you like this episode 1? I'm ready to give you episode 2. Here's there are episode 2. Longer, deeper, and even sadder. The story continues exactly where episode 1 ended. Sad story, the broken house. This story it is called the broken house. Episode 2. Shadows returning. The rain finally stopped the next morning, but the silence in the house did not. Amina wake up before sunrise, not because she was irritated, but because she hadn't slept at all. Her eyes were swollen, her throat sore from silent crying. Downstairs, she found Ellie sitting alone at the table, staring at an empty cup. Are we going to school today? Are we going to school today? He asked quietly. Amina, he hesitated. He hesitated. He hesitated. Their mother was still locked in her bedroom. The door closed. Since last night, she didn't even come out for water. Yes, Amina forced herself to say, we have to keep going. But nothing inside her felt like going at school. The first sign something was wrong. At school, Amina walked through the hallway like a ghost. Voices echoed, echoed around her. Laughter bounced off the walls, but she had none of it. Her best friend, Leah, ran up to her. Amina, I called your house yesterday. No one picked up. Are you okay? Amina opened her mouth, but nothing came out. Her throat locked. Her throat locked. Amina, you are scoring me. Amina, you are scoring me. Suddenly, Amina felt dizzy. The walls blurred. People started. I repeat again. Amina, you are scored me. Amina, you are scoring me. Suddenly, Amina felt dizzy. Although dizzy, the walls blurred. People started. She dropped her bag and collapsed to her knees. Leah grabbed her shoulders. Amina, a teacher rushed over. Students formed a cycle, but all Amina could hear was her father's voice echoing in her memory. Take care of your brother. He only has you. The weight crushed her. She fainted. The hospital visit, when Amina wake up, she was lying on a hospital bed. A doctor stood nearby looking through her file. What happened? She whispered. The doctor cited severe stress and lack of sleep. You've been under emotional pressure for too long. She paused. Is everything okay at home? Amina looked away. She wanted to say no. She wanted to say, my mother left, my mother is drowning, is sadness, my little brother is scored, and I'm breaking apart. But all she said was, I'm fine. The doctor didn't believe her, but she didn't push. Returning home, a new mystery. Amina and Ellie walked home together. That evening, when they reached the house, they froze. The front door was slightly open. Amina heart tumbled painfully. She pushed the door slowly inside. All the lights were off. Mama, Mom, she called out. No answer. She took Ellie's hand and stepped carefully through the house. Then she saw it. Something lying on the floor near the living room. At first, she thought it was trash, but when she picked it up, her blood ran cold. It was her father already taken, the someone he always carried, the someone he took with him the night he left. Did Papa come back? Ellie asked with hope in voice. Amina swallowed hard. I don't know. Her, her hands trembled. She rushed upstairs. Her mother's door was wide open. Inside, things were thrown everywhere. Drawers open, blankets on the floor, clothes scattered like someone had searched frantically for something. Mom, Amina whispered again. Still no answer. Ellie clutched her sleeve. Amina scored. She hugged him tightly. I'm here. I won't let you anything happen to you. But inside, she felt ice spreading in her chest. Something was wrong, terribly wrong. Her father had been here. Her mother was missing. And the house looking like someone had searched for it in desperation or fear. Amina found the the second letter. Amina find the second letter. As he cleaned her mother's room, her hand brushed against an envelope hidden under the pillow. Her name was written on it. Amina brief stopped. With shaking fingers, she opened it. It wasn't her mother's handwriting. It wasn't her father's. The letter contained only one sentence. Whatever you do, don't try to find the truth. Amina felt her heart drop into darkness. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Why was her mother gone? Why did her father kitchen appear? What truth was she not supposed to find? Ellie touched her sleeve again. Amina, where's Mama? Where's Mom? Amina hugged him tightly. Tears falling if it breaks me. She didn't know yet. The path she had just stepped on would destroy everything she thought she knew about her family. End of episode 2. Episode 3 will leave you. What happened to their mother? What the house was searched? The first dark secret about Amina's father, the danger approaching Amina and Ellie. Just say, continue, and I will give you episode 3, longer and even more emotional story. Do you remember to make sure subscribe? Make sure subscribe and like this video. Now I'm going to give you episode 3. Here's episode 3. Longer, dark, long, darker, or dark, and more emotional story than the first episode and the second episode. The story now begins to live or to live secret and the danger. Now we are going to continue sad story. the broken house. Now we are going to give you another story. Episode 3. Sad story. Broken house. The truth that knocks at midnight. That is called episode 3, about the broken house. The night was heavier than usual. Amina kept all the lights off, afraid someone might be watching the house. Ellie slept next to her, his small hand wrapped tightly around her arm, as if he feared she would disappear too. Amina couldn't sleep. Her mother missing, her father kitchen on the floor, a letter from stranger warning her not to search for the truth. Her heart drummed so loudly she felt it in her throat. The knock at midnight, at exactly 12:47 a.m. There was a knock on the front of door. soft, slow, too calm. Amina flows. Eli stayed in his sleep. Amina, who is it? He humbled. He mumbled. She pressed a finger to her lips and tiptoed downstairs. Another knock, this one louder. She approached the door with her breath held. She didn't open it, but stood close enough to hear. Then a voice whispered through the door, Amina, it's me. Open. Her heart almost stopped. It was her mother's voice. Amina's hands shook violently. Mom. She whispered back, yes, please open quite quickly. Amina reached for the lock, but something felt wrong. The voice sounded like her mother, but thinner, tired, almost trembling. She hesitated. Mama, Mom, tell me the name of my childhood doll. Amina said cautiously. There was a long pause, too long. Then the voice answered, Luna. Your doll was called Luna. Amina blood ran cold. Amina's blood ran cold. Her childhood doll had never been named Luna. Whoever was outside was lying. Amina stepped away from the door slowly. Her voice cracked. You are not my mother. Silence. Then the voice shifted. Lower, colder, colder. Amina, open this door. Now. I repeat again. Amina, open this door now. Fear stabbed through for her chest. She grabbed Ellie and ran upstairs, locking them both inside her room. Downstairs, the knocking turned into banging. Amina, the voice lowered. Ellie burst into tears and Amina hugged him tightly. The banging continued for several minutes. Then suddenly stopped. Amina didn't move until sunrise. The police report. The next morning, Amina rushed early to school and went straight to the police station. A tall officer with tired eyes listened as she explained everything. Everything. The next morning, Amina rushed early to school and went straight to the police station. A tall officer with tired eyes listened as she explained everything. The kitchen, the missing mother, the letter, the midnight visitor. When she finished, she expected panic urgence, something, but the officer simply cited, Amina, we already know about your father. Her heart pounded. What do you mean? The officer leaned forward. Your father Daniel or Daniel, he wasn't just a teacher. He left his job 3 months ago for lessons we were never told. 2 nights ago, someone broke into 3 houses in your area. All victims described the same thing, a man resembling your father. Amina shook her head violently. No, Papa, my daddy, father, wouldn't hurt anyone. He left because he and mom fought. He said he'd come back. The officer looked at with sympathy, mixed with fear. Amina, we believe your father is involved in something dangerous, something he tried to hide from all of you. Her mouth went dry. I'm not saying he's criminal, the officer continued, but something is searching for something in the house, something your father left behind. Amina, Amina's mind went blank. Her father involved in something dangerous. Someone breaking into the house, looking for something. Her mother missing. Do you think my mother is alive? She whispered. The officer paused too long before answering. We are not sure. Amina felt her world collapse again. A message from a stranger. As she walked home, her phone buzzed. Unknown number, no name, just one message. If you want to save your mother, stop talking to the police. I repeat again. If you want to save your mother, stop talking the police. Amina stopped breathing for a second. Second later, another message arrived. You are in more danger than you think. Look under the floorboard in your father's study. Do it before they come back. Amina's hand shook so badly she almost dropped the phone. Who was messaging her? How did they know? How did they know? And what was under the floor? The floorboard secret. Amina rushed home, heart racing, hand ice cold. She locked the door and ran into her father's study. Everything was dust, untouched, like a room frozen in time. She knelt on the floor and taped the wooden boards. One of them made a different sound, hollow. She pulled it up. Inside was a small metal box wrapped in cloth. She opened it slowly. Inside the well, a photograph of her father standing with a group of strangers she had never seen. A passport with different name, not Dania. A flash drive, and not. If anything happened to me, protect children and learn. Amina's blood turned to ice. What had her father done? What kind of danger were they in? And why did someone pretend to be her mother at midnight? End of episode 3. Episode 4 will reveal what is on the flash driver, why someone is hunting Amina's family, the truth about her father's secret life, where her mother actually is the first tragedy that will break Amina's heart even more. If you want episode 4, I will give you direct. Just say continue. I'm ready to give you. Are you happy for this story? Now I'm done to give you three episodes of House of Broken House. Sad story of Broken House. Now I'm going to give you episode 4. Here is episode 4, longer, more emotional story and much darker or much dark. The truth is beginning to show its face and it is not gentle. Sad story. The Broken House, episode 4. The flash drive of secret. Amina started at the metal box in her shaking hands. Her father's picture with strangers, a passport or a passport with another name, a flash driver, a note telling her to learn. The room felt colder than before. Even the air seemed afraid. Ellie was in the living room watching cartoons, anywhere that their entire life had just changed in one moment. Amina whispered to herself, "What were you hiding, Papa? What were you hiding, Father? What's on the flash driver?" Amina closed the study door, closed the curtains, dimmed the lights, and plugged the flash driver into her father's old laptop. Her heart beat so fast it hurt. The screen turned black for several seconds. Then a password box appeared. Amina groaned in fear. But she tried something simple. Early 2020. Long. She tried Amina 16. Long. Then she typed the family. The screen flickered and unlocked. Amina gasped. There were 3 videos, file, and 1 document labeled. There were 3 videos, files, and 1 document labeled. The truth, don't let them find it. Her hands were trembling so hard she almost dropped the laptop. She clicked the document. Inside they found something she never expected. Her father was being hunted. The document wasn't long, but every sentence felt like a knife. Her father had been a part of a research group years before she was born, a project involving evidence and information that could expose powerful criminals. He had accidentally uncovered something dangerous, something involving corruption, money laundering, and disappearance, disappearances or disappearances. And the group he exposed had been searching for him for years. They finally found him, and now they wanted something he hid. in the house because he refused to give it to them. They wanted to revenge on him, revenge on his family. Amina covered her mouth with her shaking hand. They weren't just unlucky, they were targets. She clicked on the first video one. Her father confession. The screen showed her father sitting in the same study she was in now. He looked tired, eyes empty, beard glowing, longer than she had ever seen. Her voice cracked. Amina, if you are watching this, it means they found me. Amina heart broke. I didn't leave you because of the fight with your mother. I left to protect you, both of you. They threatened our family, and I had to draw them away. Her father inherited Shakir, but if they come to house, if they touched your mother, if they touched you, he looked away and wiped his eyes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The video ended abruptly. Amina burst into tears. Her father hadn't abandoned them. He had been protecting them. Video 2. The warning. She clicked the second video. She clicked the second video. This time her father's voice was more urgent, his hand shaking. Amina, you must never trust anyone who comes to the house, not police, not neighbors, not anyone. Her blue scout, they can fake a voice, they can imitate face, they will try to trick you. Amina felt her soul turn cold. The person who came at midnight pretending to be her mother. It wasn't just a random stranger. It was one of them. Her father continued, they want what I hide under the floor. Do not give it to them. Do not let them find you. Take Ellie and run far away. He paused, eyes red. And if anything happened to your mother, forgive me. Forgive me. The video ended. Amina covered her face and sobbed. Where's her mother? She clicked the third video, but instead of her father, the video was different. It was her mother, tired to chair, crying, terrified. Amina screamed and covered her mouth. Her mouth voice shook violently. Amina, baby, if you see this, run. Don't come look for me. They said they only want your father document. They won't hurt. They won't hurt you. If you don't look for me, in the background, someone shooted. If you need to, someone shooted. Only want your father document. They won't hurt you. If you don't look for me, in the background, someone shooted. Hurry up. We are moving her now. Her mother looked straight into the camera, tears pooling down her face. Amina, I love you. I love you. Take care of Ellie, please. The video ended suddenly. Amina fell to the floor, shaking uncontrollably. So hard, she couldn't breathe. Her mother was alive, but in danger, taken somewhere. And Amina didn't know how long she had left the call. Just then, her phone rang, unknown number. Her phone ring, unknown number. Her body freeze. Her body froze. With trembling fingers, she answered before she could speak. A voice whispered, "We know you opened the box." Amina's breath stopped. "We are coming for you, Amina and the boy." She dropped the phone as if it had burned her. End of episode 4. Episode 5 will review Amina and Ellie attempting to escape, the first violent attack on their home, the shocking truth about what the criminals really want, a message from her father that changes everything, and the painful tragedy that will break Amina permanently. Just say continue if you want episode 5. Do you need episode 5? Do you need to give you episode 5? Did you make sure subscribe to this YouTube channel? Did you like this video? I thank you, everyone. Do it. That that is something I ask you. Then we reach on episode 5. Here is episode 5. Longer, dark, emotional story, and full of danger. This episode begins at Delio's tragedy, and nothing will ever be the same. This episode begins Delio tragedy, and then nothing will ever be the same. Sad story. Broken house. Episode 5. The night they come, Amina stared at the phone on the floor. Her heartbeat increasing in her ears. "We are coming for you." And the boy, those words wouldn't stop repeating in her mind. For the first time in her life, fear wasn't just a feeling. It was a physical face. It was a physical force squeezing her chest, stealing her breath. She ran to the living room where Ellie was building a small tower of toy blocks. "Amina," he asked softly, noticing her pale face. "What's wrong?" She forced, she forced a smile she didn't feel. "Pack your bag," she whispered. "We have to leave the house." Ellie didn't understand, but the fear in her voice made him obey immediately. The escape plan. Amina knew she had only minutes. She grabbed the metal box, the flash drive, clothes, some food, money from her mother's drawer. She stuffed everything into backpack, backpack, and helped Ellie zip his thin coat. Ellie's voice shook. "Where are we going?" a safe place. She lied she didn't even know where. Then she heard it, a car door closing outside. Then another, then footsteps. They were here. Amina grabbed Ellie's hand tightly and whispered, Ellie, no matter what happens, don't let go of me. He nodded, trembling, breaking in. As they reached the back door, the front door suddenly exploded open. Amina screamed. Heavy boat stormed inside the men. More than one. Fast, hard, dangerous. Amina, a deep voice, shouted, Don't run, we just want to talk. She knew they were lying. She pulled Ellie out the back door and into the night. Shot fired. Glass shattered. Shoot fired. Glass shattered. Glass shattered. Ellie cried out, terrified. Lan, Amina screamed. They sprinted across the yard, down the alley, through the dark streets. But the men were chasing them. The old bridge, the only place Amina could think to hide, was the old wooden bridge near the forest, a place nobody visited anymore. They reached it breathless, exhausted. Hide here, Amina whispered, pulling Ellie behind one of the broken pillars. Ellie clung to her shirt. Amina, I'm scared. She hugged him tightly. I know, but I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you. I won't let anything happen to you. She didn't know if she was telling the truth. Then she heard the footsteps approaching slow, calculated, getting closer. A voice in the darkness, Amina, a man called calmly, we are not here to hurt you. We are only need the flash drive your father left. Amina held Ellie together. The man's voice got closer. You don't understand. The drive, the drive contains information of worth millions. People will do anything for it. Your father know that. Amina swallowed hard. We don't have it. She shouted back. A liar. The man laughed softly. That's not true. Amina, we saw you find it. We know everything you do. Amina flaws. How did they know? Were they watching her? Were they inside the house? Did they plant cameras? Her mind spiraled. The man continued. Give us the flash drive, and we will let you and your little brother go. We don't want him. We want the information. Ellie whispered, Amina, what if he is telling the truth? He's not, she whispered back. People who break door don't keep promise. The first tragedy, suddenly, flashlight, flashlight beam hit their hiding spot. There they are. they are. Amina grabbed the early hand, ran. They sprinted across the bridge, but the bridge was already too old. As they reached the middle, the wood beneath 80 feet cracked. Amina. She turned, grabbed his arm desperately, but the plank completely blocked. Ellie slipped through the hole. Amina managed to grab his wrist just in time. His small body dangled above the cold, lashing river. Amina, it hurt. He cried, tears streaming down his face. Hold on, don't let her go. She shouted, pulling with all her strength, all her strength. But they, but the men were getting closer. Grab the boy. One of them shouted, sobbed harder. Amina, don't leave me. I won't, she cried, but she would allow her cracked again. Amina lunged forward to grab Ellie. Amina panicked, pulled harder, and Ellie's tiny hand slipped. Amina screamed so loud the world seemed to stop. Ellie! Ellie! He fell down. He fell down. He fell down into the dark river below. His small body disappeared into the black water. Amina, he screamed as he was swallowed by the current. Then silence. Amina fell to her knees, sobbing so violent she couldn't breathe. No, 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 Ellie, please, Ellie. The man froze for a moment, not expecting this. Amina's soul shattered into pieces. Her blood, her baby, her promise gone in a second. The river carried him away, and the world went dark. End of episode 5. Episode 6 will review whether Ellie survive or not. The moment Amina breaks completely, the men capturing her, shocking message from her father, a secret about her mother that changes everything. Amina first, Amina first fighting for her life. Just say, continue for episode 6. I need to see your comment. Are you ready to continue with episode 6? I will give you later when you are write a comment. You need it. Thank you for watching this video episode 6 even when you want it. Thank you for following me, and thank you for this video. Please share this YouTube channel in order to continue understanding this sad story, this story of this YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you.